Hello, my britches! Did you guys just see me taking my thumbnail? I was like posing with my wine glass. Yes, girl. Oh, I tried doing this from my computer and I can't figure it out. I wanted to do this video though, again, because I didn't exactly go in depth, like as in depth as I wanted to the last time. And I was kind of like all over because it was right after I watched like the Insta story and everything. So I'm like, I want to redo this. I'm going to take down my original one, my like original live stream, I think, and then maybe I'll like leave it as unlisted and leave it in like the description box if people want to go back and watch it. Cool. If you don't, cool. I just have a lot to say, and a lot of it I've already said, so that's where I'm like, there we go. Leave it up. I'll probably unlist it because a lot of this stuff is going to be repetitive. But I really want to get my point across, and the only reason I'm bringing this up again on YouTube is because I feel like it's important to keep talking about it because we need accountability here. Because I feel like this is such a wrong situation. And guess what I got today? My suspicious shirt. I'm hella excited. If I don't see all your guys' comments, they go so fast on this on my phone. I need to figure out like the live stream on my computer, but let's see, did you watch Marlena's video today? I'm gonna get to that towards the end. I wanna pretty much explain my situation with Jaclyn Cosmetics, how I feel about everything that's happened. And I want it to be like, if you never saw my original videos, this will answer all the questions because I said in my original video about this that my thoughts on this could change, and they have changed, and I will never support this brand ever again. And I wanna make it perfectly clear that I would feel this way no matter if it was Jaclyn's brand, Hourglass. You guys know how much I love Hourglass. Like, if they did this same shit, I would never support them again. I didn't care. Like, I wouldn't care how much I love their products. And I want to make that perfectly clear because, like, Twitter gets on my nerves so bad. Oh, you guys don't have to donate money. Don't do that. You don't have to do that at all, but thank you. Twitter kind of brings out a different side of me. Like, I get very argumentative on Twitter, so I'm like, I probably should step away from that. If you guys know of anybody that cares about this shit, like, people keep asking me, they're like, Brittany, why do you keep talking about this? Like, get over it. Just don't support the brand anymore. And I'm like, that is not the point here. And that's what's so beyond frustrating is this whole situation is being totally minimalized and manipulated, and it's just, I feel so many things against this topic, and I think it's so wrong, and that's why I keep talking about it, because if we don't keep talking about it, it's gonna get brushed under the rug, and it's gonna be like it never happened. And that's where I'm like, no, we need to keep talking about it. Hey everybody, I keep seeing you guys saying hey, and they go so fast, so I'm like, I can't even read all the names. But if you guys have anybody that you know that cares about this stuff, like, I like live streams, I like talking to you guys, and it's like, I wanted to talk to you guys about this because this is why I do YouTube. I don't have like friends in real life that care about this shit. If I keep looking this way, it's because I have my phone flipped the wrong way. Like, I don't have friends in real life that give a fuck about this stuff, whereas I keep all this bottled inside, and it's really bothering me. Throw your shit, my chat. How do you do that? With mistakes happen. Okay, we're gonna get into that, but we're gonna get into that towards the end. I'm gonna explain my whole experience with them, and then I'm gonna get to the people like that comment that I just saw saying that her assuming accountability is giving everybody refunds. I totally disagree with that, and you could feel whatever way that you feel. I'm not telling you don't support this brand. I'm not saying don't support Jaclyn Hill. I'm not supporting either anymore, and I want to make this video because if anybody ever asks about her products in the future, I'm instantly just gonna tag this video so you get my point and I don't have to keep bringing it up. I have so many feelings on this, and I just feel like overall it's so wrong, and I feel like people aren't getting the point of why everybody's so pissed. Okay, so before I get into comments, I wanna like tell my story, and I don't wanna get like thrown off. So I purchased 2 lipsticks on the original launch. The initial launch I bought the very first day. I didn't have any issues with the website or anything. I had a really positive experience shopping on her website, which I was not expecting at all. I was expecting it to be super laggy. I was in and out in like 5 minutes, which is like unheard of. And they didn't sell out super quick either, and I was really happy about that because I was expecting that, like, you guys know, like with launches like this, they always sell out super fast. So I'm like, if my armpits are super hairy, don't fucking judge me. Stuff like this usually sells out really fast, so I was expecting that. And the fact that I got 2 of the shades that I wanted, I was just like, yes, bitch, I love this. So I had a really positive first experience. So I purchased them on the 30th, I believe it was, 30th or the 31st, whenever the launch day was. And then I ended up getting my package with both of them in there on the 10th. So a little bit longer of a turnaround, but I was expecting that, being that it was their very first launch, and just how much traffic they probably had and how many orders they probably had. I expected it to be like a 2-week turnaround, which is fine. No problems like that. In the meantime, I had seen a few videos here and there about just like finding random shit. And when you first see that people are finding random stuff, it's like the first thought is, okay, is this real? Like, cause that's just a thing now with social media and everything, and you know, people will do shit for clout, whatever. So it's like when you first start seeing this stuff, it's like you expect, like, okay, these people are probably they're probably just bullshitting. Oh dang, finally got it live. Yes. So I saw Raw Beauty Christie's video, and this is where I was like, something's fucking wrong here. I think I did it right. I should have a bunch of videos in the description box of this video if you want to refer back to them. I'll add more probably later. But Raw Beauty Christie's video was the main one that I saw, and I was just like, I don't feel comfortable using these on myself. So I immediately contacted the brand. And I sent them an email. I said, hey, I just wanted to inquire about getting a refund. I kind of wanted to record this so I could like show you guys the emails and stuff. And whatever. I'm not gonna bullshit about what I said. I just said I did not touch them. Like, they're untouched. I wanted a refund because I don't feel comfortable with the contaminations that I'm seeing. Because in Christy's video, she had like, it looked like little plastic balls, and then it looked like just like the bubbles and stuff. And some of the stuff, like, I get it. I get some of the things that she addressed. So they were like, yep, no problem. They sent me a refund, a full refund. I was like, cool, sweet. And then they offered me replacements. I did not ask for them. They instantly sent them out. They were like, yep, we'll send you complimentary replacements, whatever. So I got one on the 16th, one on the 17th, and my replacements were from the same exact batch code, or production code, we'll say, okay? So I was like, okay. I opened them up. Isla, again, looked fine. I forgot to say that. In my original package, the Isla looked fine. It smelled fine. Mom, I posted these on Instagram too if you guys want to go look at them. If you don't, whatever. They're also on my Twitter, I think. But my mom looked horrible. It looked like there was just a lot of things wrong with it, and I was like, okay, I don't feel comfortable using this. I'm going to just inquire about a refund. No big deal. Like, I get it. Shit happens. I get it because it's their first launch. Like, this is the first time that she's ever had anything. And then I got my replacements from the same batch code, production code, whatever the fuck. Isla looked fine in my replacements. Mom looked worse than the original. That's where I was like, this ain't really a good look. You're sending out replacements from the same production code. And between this time from when I got my original and then when I got my replacements, all hell broke loose. And there was hair being found. There was these fuzzies being found. Okay, so let's get through all like the contaminants, because that's what they are. They're contaminants. All the contaminants are being found. So we have long hairs, what appear to be animal hair in Kristen Leanne's video. There was black hairs. There was more things other than fuzzies. And then it recently came out that they're finding metal pieces in the lipsticks. If I'm looking this way, it's because I'm trying to read comments. Yes, the lipstick, not my actual mom. So all this stuff was coming out, and I'm like, okay, like, they're gonna do something about this. And then nothing, not a peep from the brand. That's a massive problem to me, simply because this was such an anticipated launch. Everybody knew this launch was coming. Everybody was hyped over this launch because we've only seen collaborations from Jaclyn, and that's why, like, she's had so many inconsistencies with collaborations, I put that all aside because I'm like, you know what? That wasn't her fault with collaborations. That was the brand's fault. It wasn't her brand. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to support it. I'm excited. The packaging looks fire. Cool. I'm in it. And then when the brand just went silent, that was appalling. And then next thing that came up was my lipsticks video. Hey, Kim. I had so many problems with that video. I watched it, so I'll put... Oh, you're probably talking about Marlena's video. Her video was really good. I really liked her video. We'll get into that later. So we're at my lipsticks video. Oh, shit. Yes, I did see it. I did see Marlena's video. Okay, so don't throw me off. This is why I'm redoing this video, because I'm like, I was all over in my first one. So now we're at my lipsticks video. First thing I had an issue with that, and the main thing that everybody's so pissed about is the fact that they're not addressing the contaminants and the real problem here. They're totally minimizing, and I'm saying they because it's not just Jaclyn, it's her whole entire brand. She is just the owner of the brand. So Jaclyn Cosmetics is not addressing everything, and she just happens to be the face of it and the owner. So if I say she, that's what I'm referring to. She addressed the white fuzzies, which I do want to inform you guys that she admitted that there's fuzzies in these. And she's basically saying, hey, we know that there's fuzzies in these. It's all good. You can still wear them. They're still totally safe. No, that's not at all okay. Whether you see it that way or not, I do not see it that way. To me, she admitted that there's contaminants in these products, and I cannot believe that the batch codes weren't addressed in that video, because those two things are the biggest problem here. And I'm getting like so mad because people are like, oh, I don't know why you don't just get over it and just don't support the brand. Like, this is such a bigger issue than everybody is like realizing. Like, basically, if you're saying that just issuing refunds is accountability and that's good enough, that's totally not okay to me. These are contaminated products. If you bought food at a store that had hair in it, like say if you went to the store, you bought chicken fingers in like frozen food or something, okay? You had a hair in a chicken finger, whatever. You don't want hair in there. You keep going through the bag, you find more hairs in there. Okay, now there's a problem. And then you go online and you say, wow, all these people are finding a bunch of shit in their products. You don't think that's a problem? That's where I'm just like, okay, that's just an example. The freaking component might be, yeah, it's like there's so many things. Okay, so she didn't address she didn't address the real issues here. Let's be honest. The melting issue, nobody gives a fuck about it. At least I don't, because that is something that's like, okay, it happens. People are making such a big deal out of this because there is stuff being found in these products, and they're still saying, like to this day, to this minute, what is it, 9:10 at night on, I don't even know what today is. Somebody comment the date that this is right now. To this day, which is weeks after the launch, they're still saying that these are okay to use. And that's so not right. It's so disgusting, and it's just, that's where I'm just like, I can't support this brand. If you're just gonna say, hey, we know they're contaminated, but it's okay to use them, it's just mind-blowing. I don't get the batch codes thing either. Is it laziness? I don't know. I don't know the whole situation. I'm not like a production specialist. I don't know how that works. From what I know, a batch code is how you track and isolate a situation like this. And that is like, why she didn't address that in that video tells me something really huge, because that to me is common sense. But you could see as a new brand, like how you could overlook that. And that's where it's like, it's okay. Like, we would get it if you were just like, hey, we fucked up batch codes, we can't track it. Like, we need you guys to send them all back, or at least just say, you need to be telling people like, hey, until we have our testing finished, you shouldn't be using these. And they're not doing that. Viewers are like, oh shit, what's up? Oh my God, I'm so excited. I know, like, that's what I was just talking about. Like, my replacements were from the same batch code. So it's like, there's so many things that I don't agree with. And then just the silence was the biggest thing. So then they came out and they're like, they keep like pushing on people and manipulating people and just, that's what it is. They're totally gaslighting everybody, and they're just like, our ingredients are FDA approved. And you know, at first I didn't like comprehend, and like the wording kind of fucked me up a little bit on Twitter. And like they keep saying like the formula is FDA approved, the ingredients are FDA approved. That might be true. And this person, they broke it down for me on Twitter. They're like, say if you're making a cake, okay, you got your eggs, milk, all this shit, you have all your ingredients, they're all FDA approved. You mix them all up, you got your formula, cool. If shit gets in there, it's now contaminated. That means it's contaminated. It's just like, oh my God, I can't get over it. And then she kept emphasizing like the warm fuzzies, and then just basically saying that, hey, we know they're in there. It's no big deal. They're still safe, like totally just minimizing the severity of this. And why I feel so like passionate about this right now is because I love this community, and I feel like this is the stuff that we should all be talking about. And I feel like people aren't looking at the fact that makeup artists use these on other people. Like they could be potentially contaminating their clients, which would come back on them, which some states you have to be licensed to be like a cosmetologist or a makeup artist. Some states you don't. And then it's like, if you contaminate that person, wow. And then I have a 6-year-old stepdaughter that loves makeup. She could have put this on her mouth. It's like people aren't thinking of that stuff. Either way, they should have contacted all of their consumers. They should not be posting their shit on social media. As soon as Raw Beauty Christie's video came out, there should have been an email to all the consumers like, hey, we have some concerns. We recommend you not use these. If you don't feel comfortable, like you could send it back to us. Like they should have handled it that way. Is this slime stream? Oh, I don't know. They should have handled it that way. It should have been an instant thing, and then nobody would be pissed off. But it's the fact that they just went dead silent. They came back for this My Lipsticks video. I feel like the documents were either doctored, like the FDA document, I feel like that was completely doctored, because this is what I started to say in my other video, and then I like got squirrel. The first document I think was the FDA one, and it's dated as 2017. Jaclyn Cosmetics was not Jaclyn Cosmetics in 2017. It was Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. So that tells me that's doctored, and that to me doesn't look like an FDA document. It looks just like a basic ass Word document. And then they had, what other document? It was like the, it was the formula, or like the, it was like a lab document or something. Hi, Sage. And it blatantly said that they had the batch code, they had like 2 different codes. GC05A, which was on all of our components. It's not anywhere on that sheet. And it's like, if you had a batch code, why the fuck wouldn't you put that on your packaging? Like it said 135H. Where was that? And then the best part was, and I caught this like earlier today, on their like customer service team, and their website is like a whole nother thing that I have a huge problem with. Like I have a big problem with the fact that you have to scroll. Like if you're on your phone, you can't like click to the top of the screen and go to like customer service. You have to scroll through all of their products and everything and go to customer service, and then it's got all this shit on there. But the one thing that I was just like, that's kind of odd that they would put that was, it says, why are all the batch codes the same? And this is related to what I was just talking about, I promise. It says that they don't track by batch code, they track by production code. Then why on that paper did it say a batch code? Like it flat out says batch code 135H. So I believe, I said in my last video that this was doctor, I believe that this is for a restock batch. So that's where I'm like, I feel like they were like, okay, let's draw up a document, make it look like we're doing something to correct it. Because it doesn't take 6 days to pull up these documents that they pulled up. And then, so I believe that was like a total fake ass document, or just for a restock batch. What was the next thing? The white gloves. That was another thing. I feel like that photo that they took that was supposed to prove a point was totally staged. If you're in a lab setup and you're doing quality control on thousands, if not millions, it should be thousands, because I think they ordered like 300,000 of like components. There should have been more than one little component with the white gloves. It's like that proved nothing. So I don't see the point in that. Afterthought. It's that, yeah, it's just, the whole batch code thing with like being affiliated with Morphe, like I wouldn't even give a fuck if they're like, if Morphe made their products. Like that stuff doesn't matter to me. That's not why I'm pissed about this. I'm pissed about this because they're still telling people it's all good. Use that shit. You have nothing to worry about. They're not even telling people like, hey, we're doing investigations. They're not telling people, hey, we're sending these to labs to make sure they're not testing for mold. Like there was, what was it, Betty White on Twitter. She did her own, she's like a chemist of 25 years, I think. I could be wrong. She's on Twitter. She did her own like test, her own, like she's testing for mold and it tested positive for mold. So now like press is emailing her, and then the best thing I saw today was Jaclyn Cosmetics emailed her asking her for her lab results. It's like, and then now we'll get into the whole Instagram story, because then it was, they did this My Lipsticks video, dead silence for like another week. What? How do you go dead silence after something like that? How do you have a massive launch and only have your customer service working Monday through Friday from like, what was it, 10 to 5, I think it was, or something? I got that information because I actually messaged them on Facebook when, because I didn't get like an instant email back when I initially emailed them. So it was like, I initially emailed them, we'll go back to this part. I first emailed them on the 10th. I got an automatic generic email back, and then I didn't get another email back from them, which didn't even seem like they read like my complaint. It was just like oh, we're sorry that you received like your product damaged. It's like, no, it wasn't damaged. I said I wasn't comfortable using it. So it was just like another generic one. Oh, I just saw Jen, hey girl. So that was like the whole email situation. And then they like shipped out a replacement instantly. Shit, where the hell was I just talking about? Oh, so then we're in the Instagram story. So this is like after another week of silence, she comes out with this Insta story. And this is where I'm pissed at Jaclyn specifically. Like, I would feel all these ways if it wasn't Jaclyn Cosmetics. And I hope everybody watching this, like if you missed the beginning of this, you rewatch the beginning. This is where I'm pissed at Jaclyn, because she was so condescending and so manipulative in that Insta story, at least I felt. Because the first thing she says is, hey guys, I just want you guys to know that like I love and miss you so much. It's like, we're all so pissed off right now, and you're just like, the first thing is, it's like, she almost like tries to make you feel bad. It's just totally manipulative. And then all the drama channels have like all these receipts. If you ever are wondering about anything about this, like Viewer's Voice, Tea by Allie, they're like some of my favorites. Rich Lux is another awesome one. Dustin Daly, Ashley Kyle, Petty Page, they all have the receipts. So if you want to see the IG story, go ahead. But it's like, I feel like it's so ridiculous that they're relying like only on social media. The only email that I got from Jaclyn Cosmetics was what we're getting into now, like that wasn't a part of like my initial correspondence with them. So then she gets on there and was like, I fired so many people over this, like just giving us all the same bullshit, whatever, like good, that's what you should be doing. And then she's like, the only thing I feel that's right to do is to refund everybody their money. Now here's where I have the problem with this whole situation, is because people are like, you got your money back, like what are you complaining about? And it all comes back to like, you're totally missing the point of why people are so pissed. And it's just because they're not being honest. They're not addressing and they're not informing their consumers. So it's, we deserve our money back. You gave us contaminated products. And this is another thing. Like if I wasn't on YouTube, if I wasn't on Twitter, like if I was just like if, say take me off of YouTube. Jocelyn, she watches YouTube. I'm sure she watches Jaclyn Hill. Like she watches Jeffree Star. Like some people are probably like, I can't believe you let her watch that being so young. But it's like, I don't care because I'm into it. So we watch it together. It's like our bonding thing. Anyways, that's what really like got me with this whole thing. Cause it's like, say if she was like, she called me BB. If she was BB, will you order me this lipstick? It's from somebody that I really love. And that's the other thing we need to think about, is her audience is so many young people. So you have all these young kids that are probably using these products that they might know what's going on because they're heavily involved in social media. But if I was like a normal parent and didn't give a shit about like what she watched or didn't pay attention, like I would have no idea that she's putting potentially contaminated lipsticks on her mouth. And that's the other big problem. It's like, it's not like it's a blush where it's like harmless. Like, it's on your mouth. It's where you ingest. There's metal pieces. There's like so many unknown things being found. And that's where I'm just like, I don't understand how people are just saying it's okay because she gave everybody their money back. I don't understand it. Like, if somebody could like literally explain that to me and help me understand, I just can't. I can't wrap my mind around it. One thing I really liked about Marlena's video, like she's made a video before and she like explains the whole process. Like, there's, I think 4 different, like, what's the right word? It's like there's 4 different sections of actually being like a cosmetics brand. So you have like your distributor, your manufacturer, and this is stuff I have no idea about, but it's like, people are like, oh yeah, she gave you your money back, and they're like feeling bad for her because they're like, oh, she's losing so much money. Like, this is what insurance is for one, and for 2, it may not be her fault, but it's her brand, and she hired this lab, and she didn't do her brand didn't do the quality control after the lab or the manufacturer. So it's like, either way, she could still potentially like sue these other people, and I feel like that's why there was such a silence after, because it's like, that's when you get your ducks in a row legally. So that's where I feel like she's probably gonna sue her lab or the manufacturer, or like she could probably sue all of them. That's where I'm not a lawyer. I don't know the legalities or anything like that, but it's like, I personally don't feel bad because of how quiet they're being, and they're not being forthcoming with accurate information. And I read on like the email that we all got, like the refund email, I don't know why I got it, because I already had my refund, and I want that to be perfectly clear. I got all of my money back, but that's not the point. That's not the point at all here. I don't care about the money aspect of it. I care about the fact that people are putting this on their mouth, potentially like teenagers, children, elderly, people with like cancer, autoimmune diseases. Like, people were commenting on my last video, they're like, yeah, this could have killed me. Like, that's the stuff that people aren't thinking of, and that's where it's like, they're completely minimizing and just manipulating the severity that this really is. Whereas, exactly, it's like, it's not even if you didn't recall, even if you just emailed all your customers and said, until we're done conducting our investigation, these lipsticks should not be used. And they should be trying to get the product back to run accurate tests on them. And the fact that she was like, oh, I spent $100,000 on this, like, if you sue those companies, you're gonna get that money back anyways. Like, I get it from, it just seems like she's trying to make people feel bad for her. And that's where I'm just like, we've seen this so many times, and I think that's another reason why I'm so attached to this, because I've been a long time supporter of Jaclyn Hill. I showed these in my last video, but I've got like the Becca collaborations. I'm gonna show you guys everything again, just so you don't think like I'm a hater, but it's like, this is just another thing. Like, this community is important to me, and I just love makeup, and I feel like it's wrong, and I feel like now looking back at everything, it's like, I feel like we've been manipulated a lot more than we actually think. But it's like, this is another Becca Jaclyn Hill. I have all the champagne splits. Like, these are usually showcased in my room. I've got the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. I've got the original Morphe Favorites palette. I'll even show you the inside just so you don't think I'm bullshit with you. But it's like, I've been a supporter of hers for a long time. I pulled these out last time too. I've got Jaclyn Cosmetics Buttercup. I've got 1995 over there. I've got Becca Champagne Pop in here somewhere in my drawer. I've also got the other Becca Trio. Like, I've spent so much money supporting this person, and it's like, I just set all those feelings aside, because we all know that this has been a very inconsistent collaborator, which that's where you're just like, okay, it's not her brand, it's not her brand, it's not her brand, but this is her brand. And for this to be the biggest epic fail in probably the entire cosmetic industry, it's just like, how do we not hold somebody accountable for this? Like, how do we just say getting refunds is okay when they're not, like, they still have not emailed anybody saying exactly what's going on. They kept it very generic. They keep shoving this, the ingredients are FDA approved. Like, that doesn't fucking matter. You're still telling people that these are safe to use, and they're not. And that's why I'm not gonna stop talking about this, and I don't think anybody should, because that's exactly what Jaclyn and Jaclyn Cosmetics wants. And I said it in the beginning, if this was any other brand, if this was my favorite brand, Hourglass, if it was LC Cosmetics, if it was Dior, if this was any other brand, I would still be saying the same exact thing. This is not about Jaclyn Hill. It's just, it's getting more attention because it's her. But then like her Insta story, that drove me off the wall. And then now today it's like back to regular scheduled programming. Like she's back posting on Twitter. Like she's trying to get people to just forget that it happened. That's not gonna happen. This is such a massive issue that it's ridiculous, because I can't see how you don't care. I know, it's like, shit. All right, so if you've had questions and I missed them, send them now. Oh my God, they're gonna go so fast. And that's the only thing, I've said that in both of my videos. I'm like, why aren't all of these influencers saying anything? I think that's astounding. And it's just like, they don't all have to say something, but if they've showed these products on their platforms, they should absolutely be saying, listen, I don't want to get involved. I just recommend don't use these. Like, it's just little shit like that. I feel like that should absolutely be happening. Her stands are... It's because they're children. A lot of them are. I shouldn't say all of them, but a lot of them are children. But they've had enough. But none of them have said anything. Patrick Star, I heard Patrick Star, Nicole Concilio, which I was kind of surprised about, Brianna Fox. It's just, like, there's been more not saying something than have. That's the horse to water, but we can't make it drink. But if we all shut the fuck up about it, it's not going to do anything either. Like, that's where I'm just like, you know what? I don't feel like it's right to shut the fuck up. And if people don't want to hear it, then don't watch. But I think it's wrong. And I wanted to make this video because, like I said at the beginning, I'm like, anytime people ask me, like, hey, are you going to review this are you going to review a Jaclyn Cosmetics? Nope. It will never happen. And that's why I wanted to, again, make this video, because I said in my first video, I'm like, my thoughts on this could change, and they have, and I will never support this brand ever again. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm saying, this is why I added, like, the beauty community chat at the end of my title. We need to start paying attention to these people that we're putting in these positions. And I think there need to be massive changes within this community. And we need to do what we can as viewers and supporters to, like, we mostly control this stuff. You know what I mean? We give people the power. Oh, I just saw a question that disappeared. I don't know who it was. We give these people their platforms. We need to be more selective, I feel, about who we support. And that is another reason I think I'm so vocal about it, is just because, like, again, I'm not saying don't support Jaclyn Hill, but we kind of have to take things into consideration, I think. Beginning more. Yes, I know Kenna's got a ton of microbial results coming. Let's see what she's doing. Refund. I hope one thing that we see too is, like, brands. Like, brands, I think, could do a lot more to redirect this community. And I really hope they look at this type of situation. Let's see. I don't want people to, like, trash people in the comments or anything, because that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to explain, because I keep, like, I've had these comments all day today because I've been so vocal about this. People are just like, get over it. Like, just stop talking about it. You got your money back. What are you bitching about? It's like, everybody's totally missing the point. And that's what I want to reiterate. The point is, and why everybody's so pissed off, is because they're a brand that's contaminating people. They're doing lab tests and all sorts of shit. It's like, they're doing all this stuff to investigate, but they're still saying that these are safe. That doesn't make any sense. And she admitted that there's at least white fuzzies. You just admitted your products are contaminated, but it's all good. I brought wine down here, so let's drink. Health and public safety matter, Brett. Are you saying that I shouldn't talk about it just because it's that? Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I'm like mind blown at the fact that people are thinking that it should go away just because we got our money back. Like, we should have never got these products in the first place. Yeah, FDA should definitely be way more involved in this. Oh, Lisa, you don't have to do that. You guys don't have to send money on here. It's just sad to see many people. Oh, that disappeared. You should talk. I feel like everybody should be talking about this. Anybody that's been promoting this product, whether it was just showing, like, your PR package, like, if you've shown this to any of your viewers, you should be saying something, because as an influencer, I feel like a lot of influencers don't realize what they really do for people. Like, just an example, like Jaclyn a few years ago could have just been like, this palette's amazing, and I would have bought it. It's just, they have that influence on some people, especially younger audiences, and that's a big problem. They're not really mindful about who they're influencing, I don't feel. And you can't say that you aren't aware of the demographics that you are, like, that your videos go to, because your analytics tell you. All right, people are telling me to slow the chat, but I don't know how to do that. I'm on my phone, so I think it's different. On Twitter, who are blocked speaking up, and it's shameful. I am shocked that I haven't gotten blocked on Jaclyn Hill or Jaclyn Cosmetics, because I've been twittering up a storm. Like, if you want to hear, like, my, like, thoughts on everything, it's all over Twitter. And it's, I don't love Twitter because I can come across very nasty on there, and I don't mean to. It's just, I'm very passionate about this. I'm very, very bothered by this. And then I get the comments, you're doing this for reviews. It's like, I don't give a fuck about views. I give a fuck about this community. I love makeup. I have nobody in real life that I could talk to about this shit to. I don't care about views. Let's see. Oh, fuck. I really gotta figure this shit out. I really need to get my computer, like, attached. Alright, I saw, like, one that said question, and then it disappeared so fast. I absolutely do care about my viewers. You're my britches. Why wouldn't I care about you guys? I'm like, I'll wait. Okay, let's talk about Marlena's video. What did everybody think of her video? I thought it was so well done, so professional, and I was honestly shocked that she was talking about her collaboration with Jaclyn, that she pulled out of that collaboration. I did not know that. I know when she brought up, when she started talking about Jaclyn and how she impacted her brand, that spoke volumes. She's one of the realest OGs on this platform, and it's so sad that what this community has turned into has pushed her out of it. Because it sucks, because I loved YouTube when it was like OG. That's why I do like a lot of the OG type videos, like empties videos and stuff, because that's what I love. Like, I'm just like a nosy bitch. I love to know what people buy. I love to know what people think about stuff. I love that stuff. I like creative content too, but it's like, it doesn't feel like a community anymore in some aspects. Like, there's still a lot of people that do like reviews and all that stuff, and those are the people that I'm following now. I don't really follow big ass influencers anymore, because it's blatantly clear that it's all about the money. And I hope people see, like, to me, if the people aren't speaking up right now, they're not in it for the right reasons. That's exactly how I feel. And I mentioned this in my last live stream. It was like, I love Samantha Ravenel with like my whole entire heart. And she was saying, like, on her, this was still pretty early, so like I kind of get it, but she's like, she was kind of implying that it was irresponsible for people to be making videos about this. And I was like, I feel like it's more irresponsible for people to not be making videos about this. Like, how many lipsticks do you need to see with hair in them before like you're alarmed at something? Like, I don't know, this all wouldn't be as big of an issue if they had accurate batch codes. But that's where the brand should have just said, hey, we fucked up, we didn't track our batches accurately, we're recalling everything. Or they should be notifying us, like, hey, people are finding hairs in their products, they're finding metal pieces. Like, they should be telling us all of this stuff, but they're not. And that's one of the biggest problems. I kept saying that in my last live stream. I'm like, that's the biggest problem. I'm like, okay, but you just said this was the biggest problem. If you guys want to see that live stream, I'm going to link it. I'm unlisting that one because I repeat a lot of the same stuff in this one. But I wasn't happy with like how everything came out with that last post. Oh, and then the other thing I mentioned in my last one was when Jaclyn Hill posted. And I thought that was awfully convenient that he posted that very manipulative post the day before that she came back on IG story. Like, hey guys, I miss you guys so much. Like, that's where I'm just like, where are your PR people? It's very sad, and for me it's like devastating because I loved her for so long, and just to see how different everything is. He wants it. I don't know if it was actually him, but that's the stuff I'm like, I don't care. I really don't. But it's just, like, he was saying that people are coming for her, but it's like, we're not coming for her to be assholes. We're coming for her because we're holding her accountable. That's two very different things. Like, we're holding somebody accountable and being assholes are two very different things. What's Morphe's CEO name? I have no idea at this point. Jan Hill paid. I don't know. I don't care about that. I don't care about the whole divorce. I don't think Linda's the owner anymore. I think they have multiple partners now, I think. But I don't know. I also said in my last video, I said Way is like an affiliate of Morphe, but it's Key. Key Australia is a Morphe affiliate. Let's see. Remember when Marlena mentioned someone with Jaclyn at the lab? Yes, I remember that. Even if they didn't recall, even if they just told everybody, like, just don't use these. That right there is the biggest problem, is they're still saying they're safe. That is where I'm just like, I cannot support this brand. Come out against her. I don't understand why. I mean, maybe that's because I'm naive and I'm a smaller influencer, but it's like, people look at it like, they're like, well, we're peers and stuff. It's like, every YouTuber is a peer. Like, technically, I'm a peer of Jaclyn Hill. I don't care. I don't say anything on here that I would never say to somebody's face. If I were to see her right now, I'd be like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, I would say you're doing the complete wrong thing. You're not standing by your consumers, and you're gaslighting everybody. My dog just went, oh, they heard mine upstairs. Nikki Tutorial said, don't. Yeah, oh, Nikki was another one. I did see that. See, it's like, how hard is that? How hard is it just, like, you don't have to make a video like I am about it. It's just, this is how I feel better, because this I've been deeply invested in. So I'm like, I like talking about it, and I like interacting with you guys too. Like, I'm so glad you guys like live videos, because I love doing live videos. I came from doing live videos on Facebook. I'm sorry. Oh, thank you. I always keep it real. That's what I'm here for. I don't give a shit about what anybody thinks. Like, that's why I said, I'm like, you could agree. I'm not telling you to feel a certain way. I'm telling you how I feel for if people ask about it in the future, because I said my thoughts could change, and they did. Let's see, what'd that just say? I saw. I don't know. Do you think some of Big Followers are the same agency? That's where I said in my last one, I feel like some of them don't want to piss her off. The agency's probably a thing, but that's where I said it should tell you something about people's intentions with their YouTube channels. It's that is a huge thing for me, because the point of your YouTube channel, and that's where, like, people come on here and I'm just like, if you don't like it, don't fucking watch it. This is my channel. I can talk about whatever the fuck I feel like talking about. I can talk however the fuck I want to, because this is my channel, and people come here because of that. Or they don't come here because of that. I don't care. That James Charles, I don't even want to get into James Charles. I want you guys to trash anybody on here. Please don't do that. Because I feel like the Morphe thing is another thing too, because I said, I forget whose video I watched. These fucking flies are driving me crazy. I forget what video I watched, but it says like the CE, or not the CEO, like the, I don't know if Jen's still on here. She could probably clarify this. Somebody that's like in charge somehow of Jaclyn Cosmetics is affiliated with Morphe, or she said he's like basically like a salesman for some, I don't know. Like, I don't care about that stuff. Like, that's not why I'm pissed. So I'm just like, it doesn't matter. Like, her collaborations, her past collaborations, her past, like, none of that shit matters to me. What matters to me is that she's telling people that these are safe to use, and that's a huge problem. I just saw something about Jen Loves Reviews, and I love her. I just love you, brilliant. I completely agree she shouldn't act that way, and I feel like it's a horrible example to set for brands and for your audience. Yes, I have. I loved her video. Thank you. I really loved Marlena's video. It was exactly what I expected it to be. I expected her to just tell her truth, and that's it. And she did that, and then mic dropped that shit. Kevin Hayes Bennett tweeted the tea. He always tweets the tea. I love him so much. I wish like all these pro makeup artists would start making channels like Scott Barnes. Oh my god, I need to be friends with him in real life. I said Jen said don't use them. Don't use who? Plant-based influencers. Oh yeah, absolutely. They definitely do. But again, that just goes to show what people's intentions are. And that's fine, but don't sit there and don't act like you give a shit about your viewers when you don't. Yes, Scott Barnes gives me life. It's natural. I posted my one picture the other day and like I never have like collarbones, and I was like, all I could think of was when he was like, clavicle. And lipsticks came from the floor of the factory. Oh Lord. I thought Marlena's video was interesting too when she mentioned that. She's like, she was at the same lab. I'm not saying it was this, like she was saying that it wasn't, she wasn't saying that that was definitely the lab that she mentioned, but she compared it, like Marlena compared the lipsticks to her concealers that never launched, and it's like identical. But it's like, that's where Marlena and her team actually did the research and they did quality control and they pulled it. It cost them a ton of money, but I love Makeup Geek. Suspish. Can you guys see that? I love her so much. Bailey, if you ever see this, we need to be best friends. It's just, I feel like it's honestly just carelessness. And that's fine because you're a new brand and you fucked up. But the fact that you're not saying anything is the worst part. I don't care. I don't care about any of that stuff. I don't think I watch any of them anyways. Like, I want to make this clear too. I never involve myself in drama. I've never done drama videos. Like, that's how you know I'm deeply invested in this right now, because I never involve myself in drama. I just watch Nick Snyder and Tea by Allie, and I watch all the drama channels if I'm interested in anything. But it's like, this genuinely bothers me because it can affect thousands, if not millions of people. I know. She said, she like did the whole, like, where they've been and what happened. Like, she laid it all out there. Like, I respect Marlena so much. I mean, she made mistakes, so again, she'll be okay though. See, I've supported her for way too long, and that's where I'm just like, this is a major fuck up. And it'd be one thing if she didn't have all, like, the connections that she does. Like, she could have easily picked up the phone and called Linda Morphy, or that's not her real name, but she could have called Morphy. She could have called, like, and that's the other thing I have such a problem with. I forgot to, I like skimmed right over this. This eyeshadow palette, you guys remember how fast this got taken off the shelves? Like, this one got taken off the shelves. What else got taken off the shelves? There was like a whole drama with this palette. Like, they took it off the shelves, they repackaged it. Like, this is my second one of these, by the way. So it's like, she was so quick to pull collaborations off the shelf, at least she says. Like, she was like, oh no, we have to pull these, we can't have this. And that was just for a formulation. Like, it was just like a performance issue. The Vault, that was the other one. It's like, those were just applying like shit. They weren't contaminated, and you still pulled them off the shelves. And like, that's where I'm just like, how do you not? So transparent. I know. She was like, I'll just say the number, $3. This costs, like, I respect that so much. Like, people always like hide shit when it comes to business. It's like, it's not hard to figure out. What's the point? And she will. And that's why I keep talking about it, because I don't think it's right. And I'm just deeply invested. And I wanted to reiterate, like, why people are pissed, because people aren't understanding that. So because they're being sued. Whatever. They still got pulled off the shelves. But they said it was because of the formula. Let's see. I don't know. That's just my thing. It's like, it's not like people are just bitching because they look bad. No, people are finding hair, long hair, animal hair, metal, a bunch of shit. Like, clearly there's a massive contamination that you can't track because you simply fucked up. Like, that's all you had to say was, hey, we fucked up. And they're totally like sugarcoating the whole situation, and it's infuriating. Like, I reread that email, the refund. It's like this is why I get so mad, is because they make it seem like they're doing us a favor by giving us our money back when they're the ones that sent us a shitty product. Like, I should get my money back. I shouldn't have to pay tax. I shouldn't have to pay shipping, because you should have never sent this out. You should have never let this get out your door, out of your distribution center. Like, I shouldn't be responsible. I'm furious about this. I also said not to use it because, yes, she's another one. Chris and Leanne. I forgot to mention that she said don't use them. But it's like simple as that. How is it so hard for people to just say that? Seems like Jaclyn's going, oh, fuck, that went away. All right, I really got to figure out how to slow these down. She forgot there was no safety net. I think it's worked so well for her in the past, and it still will. Like, she's still got diehard Hillsters, the global refund, even to people who don't want it. Future can there's so many like conspiracies about that. Like, people are saying that she just refunded so nobody can sue her. It's like, well, what about the replacements that we were sent that we never even asked for? So it's like, I'm not sending mine. I said this in my last video too. I was talking about like sending mine to somebody to get tested. I'm holding on to mine just in case something happens and they need them. I'm like, oh my, yeah, like, nobody cares that you're pushing back other releases. You probably should. I mean, come on. I'm going to try clicking on this to see if this will help. Nope, that gives me filters. Why did it do that? I don't know. This won't let me. Oh, wait, is this one it? Ah! No, sorry if that just paused. I was expecting there to be like little things, but I never expected this to be like the worst launch in cosmetic history. It's like, that's the other thing. It's like, was this on purpose? Like, how was such an anticipated launch when you had 5 years to do all this stuff, and then you rushed? Like, that was the other thing. I'm like, why would you do so many in such a short amount of time? It's just like, it doesn't add up. But it's people believe it. That's what the problem is, I guess. I need a sip of wine. I'm so, yeah, it's just like, how do no other brands have this many problems? But there's no such thing as bad publicity. I keep saying it. Oh, I see stuff in different languages. Sorry, I don't know what that says. Is there anything else you guys want me to talk about? I just wanted to come on here and readdress my last live stream because I was like all over, because that was like instantly after I like watched that Insta story. Any publicity is good. Exactly. It's just like, click down. Hold on. Click on the scroll. I don't have a scroll bar, I don't think. Hold on. Let me try this. No, it's like, it doesn't let me do it because I'm on my phone. I don't know how to get it to work from my computer. Her recent tweets, how do you feel? She's just trying to regularly scheduled programming. Act like it never happened. I bet more people know who oh, for sure. I feel like there's going to be a video on worst launch. I don't know how it could get worse than this. I just don't, I don't understand like how it's morality. Like, how do you morally just keep going on knowing that you're encouraging people to still use these? Like, even the fact that she's like, if 3 people weren't happy but 195,000 people were, I would still not sleep at night. It's like, first of all, that's not realistic whatsoever. There's going to be people that just don't like your product. Stop minimalizing the severity of this. Like, we're not talking about it just doesn't perform perfectly. There's hair and all sorts of shit in these lipsticks. And there's no way for you to track where it started or where it ended or anything. It's very, very apparent to me that she does not give a fuck. When ABC does their investigation, what if Jaclyn? I thought it was very entertaining that she asked that Betty White for her lab results. And then Betty was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm famous. I have the news calling me, or I have the press calling me. I'm like, you go, girl. If you have not seen, I have it, I'm going to like pin it on my Twitter. her response was everything. She was like, I'll paraphrase, but it was just like I've been told that she spent $100,000 on lab testing, so basically like I don't feel like mine will be any use to her, or something like that. And then she's like, but if you would like to consult me later on with like quality or whatever, you can contact me about my services. And then she leaves it as, keep it bougie. I was dead. I was just like, you fucking go, Betty White. Oh my God, it was everything. I would do the same exact thing though. It's like you just said, you were just like, not bragging, but pretty much that you just spent $100,000 on lab testing. Why do you need my lab result? I would be like, go pound salt, bitch. She responded perfectly. The keep it bougie, I was just like, I'm so dead. It was everything. Betty White, if you ever see this, you go Glen Coco. It was everything. Yes, I had big breasts. I don't know how to do this shit. Somebody block it for me. I am devastated that she's leaving YouTube because I value her thoughts on a lot of things very much. I've always been a fan of Makeup Geek. If you go back on my channel, you'll see that. I've always loved that brand. I've always loved Marlena. I didn't love her, like, My Truth video. I kind of felt like I got weird vibes from that. Oh, the 0.01%. Oh, yeah. Oh, maybe it's Wilder. Betty. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, Betty. I think it's Betty Wilder. I think you're right. Shit, what was I just talking about now? Somebody remind me. Shoot. The Betty thing got me all thrown off. I feel like that. Oh, the My Truth video. I didn't love that video. I loved it, but I didn't love it because it got people's attention. But I didn't love... I feel like this video she did today should have been that video. But I think, like she said, she's like, I got off of a long day and I was just pissed off and it was what it was. And I feel like it did make people kind of straighten up a little bit. Why do you think she isn't losing subscribers? I have no idea. I'm honestly shocked at that. I'm surprised that she hasn't at least lost some. Like James Charles' whole scandal with Tati, it's like he lost 3 million in one day. Granted, what that was about was very serious. But I think this is equally as serious. So that's where I'm like, I don't know, is she like buying subscribers maybe? I don't know. But I'm devastated that Marlene is leaving. Because I love her so much. I value her opinion. And she's a real one. She's always been honest. She's never been afraid to be forthcoming with information. Like, she was like, hey, if you want to start a cosmetics brand, like, these are the 4 steps that you need to do. Like, these are like the steps that you need to take. Like, she's always just, she's very giving with information. Like, if you're starting a YouTube channel, like, she'd probably tell you, hey, you should do this, you should do, like, she's just, it's very sad that the community's losing her as an influencer. When there's other influencers I'd much rather see leave. You can watch without being subscribed. That's another thing that people aren't, okay, that's a good beauty community topic, was views is a huge thing with influencers, believe it or not. Your subscriber count doesn't matter. That's what companies look at, is they don't care how many subscribers you have, they care about your engagement, and they care about your views and your likes, even dislikes. They care about engagement. They don't care about, like, I could have 1,000 subscribers, but if every single one of those subscribers is commenting on every single video and they're always liking my stuff, and that stuff matters, because that's, you could go to a brand and say, hey, I might not have this many followers, but every single person that follows me is like a ride or die for me. Hey, Jen! You missed so much! I will save this live stream. My other one's going to be in the comment. I'm going to unlist it, but if you ever want to watch it, it'll be in the comments of this video, and probably the other one too. But I just, the last one I was just like all over the place, so I'm like, I need to like slow down and redo it, because I just wasn't happy with the all over. Do you feel like Jaclyn's no, I don't feel like she's finished. I think the brand might have a hard time bouncing back, but she's already posting pictures of when she was like a young teenager on Twitter. How are you? I'm tired. I just got to work, so I'm like, that's why I got mine. Let's see. Betty Wilder. I'm sorry, I did say, I said Betty White, but it's Betty Wilder. Go that response on Twitter. It's so funny. Slow down. I know, I'm like, every time I drink wine, my face is like on fire. Best mood right there. Best fucking life. Are any of you guys in the New York area? She's like a card. You can't, I know, it's like, it's so bad. And you hate to see this. Love that. Sorry, I don't know why it disconnected. Upstate. I'm in upstate. I'm in upstate New York. Oh my God. Shut the front door. Oh wait, that's fun. Where's everybody? Okay, where's everybody from? Sound off. Oh my God, there's so many of you guys in upstate New York. Westchester, Syracuse. I'm in Auburn, so you're like a half hour from me. Seattle, Washington, Colorado. Ah, so fun. Oh my God, I'm like living my best fucking life right now. San Diego, yes, sister. Denver, Oswego. Oh my God, you guys are all over the place. How'd you guys find me? Probably from this whole shitstorm. Now I'm gonna get that. You're just doing this for views. Whatever. If that's what you want to think, do you, boo-boo. Oh, you got kicked out. Oh man, come to Buffalo. I want to go out because you guys' bars are open till like 4 in the morning, aren't they? Oh my God, this is so fun. Receiving her PR. I saw that she instantly like took it down. Disney World. Oh, I love Disney so much. Like if I lived in Florida, I would be a Disney vlogger or like a Disney. I would have a Disney channel because I love Disney so much. How many dogs do you have? I have 2. You guys can ask me questions if you want to know, or we can save that for another video. Hey, more tea. Let's tea. Skincare video. Oh, yay! That was when I was like super awkward. I didn't really come into my channel, I don't think, until like this past year. When I started my what the fuck is up, you guys, that's when I'm like, okay, I finally like am comfortable with doing this. Got sent a PR kit. No one is saying what happened. I don't know if I care that she didn't say anything. That's kind of a double standard, but it's not like, did she deliberately show her? Or I saw it in like a background of her video, but I'm like, okay, that's no big thing. It's the people that were like, oh, I'm so excited. Look at my PR. Oh, shopping makeup geek right now to support Marlena. Oh, yay! I love their foil shadows are everything. I would love to work with them. I just saw one of my friends on Instagram she just did a I'm pregnant video. Oh. How'd you get started on YouTube? Was it scary? It's very uncomfortable. It's not scary. It's very uncomfortable filming yourself. And then just getting used to like hearing yourself talk back. Like I still rewatch my videos. Like I rewatched my live stream a couple times because I'm like, oh my God, I was like all over the place. But I like to watch it back because I want it to be like useful information. And that's where I was like, because I was so all over the place and I said a couple things incorrectly. So I was like, okay, I need to correct it. Even though 3 customers love it. Yeah, I know. I want to do YouTube. I don't know how to edit. Final Cut Pro. You could start with like, if you have an iMac, start with like iMovie because it's free. But Final Cut Pro is life-changing because it's so much faster. I cringe hearing my voice. Oh, I used to so bad. Now I'm just like, whatever. I want to say how Jaclyn still. I feel like it's because they're like how I was like 6 years ago. You know, she says one thing and you just believe it. It's just, I feel like a lot of it is the age group that she has. And they'll realize it 6 years later that they're like, wow, we should have listened to all these people that were saying that we should that we shouldn't be using these lipsticks. It is. And I'm totally guilty of it. And I think that's why I'm like, I finally like woke up and Linda, this is the same shit as it was before. Katrina, same. Oh my God, that was so fun seeing where all you guys were from. I forgot I was subscribed. I think I unsubscribed like a year ago, but I've always like checked back in. But I'm just like, no, after this whole thing, I'm done. I know, it's like, that's where everybody's like, you should stop, like, she's already going through enough. It's like, but when you're acting the way they're acting, like, I feel bad, but when you're blatantly lying to people, you're telling people these are safe when they're not, like, you're not being considerate of other people, so I'm not going to be considerate for you. And that, like, that's why I'm, like, pissed. Because that's what she's manipulating people to do, is to feel bad for her. Because, like, something like this does fucking suck. It's happened to me before, and it fucking sucks. But it's how you handle it. You could say you're upset, you could say you're depressed, you could say this, but if you're sitting there, like, living your best fucking life 2 days after you say, oh, guys, I love and miss you so much, we gave all their money back, and that, like, you're totally acting like nothing ever happened, and now you're posting pictures of your, like, childhood on or on Twitter. It's just, like, just trying to carry on with regular scheduling programming. I mean, it's infuriating. It really is. It was very real. Everything, it's very real. And, you know, that's where I said in the beginning of this video, I'm like, at first you always think, like, okay, people are, like, just trying to get clout. It's always, like, an instant thing because it's a new product. People are trying to, like, wear them and stuff, but it's like, when you start seeing things, and it was like, as soon as I saw Robbie DeChristy's video, I'm like, oh my God, do I watch Coffee? I love her. But I have to be, like, in the mood for her because she's so, like, high-strung, which I am too, but she's more like, ha! She's very opposite personality as I am, like, on camera at least. I feel like I'd be friends with her in real life, though. Oh, he did! Oh, so exciting! Oh, she got engaged. Oh my God, everybody go say congratulations to Coffee Break with Danny here on YouTube after this video and tell her that I sent you. Who do you think, oh my God, I just spilled that on myself. I'm not drunk, I swear. Dying. Who do you guys think I would be, like, best friends with in real life on YouTube? I need to find, like, people, like, my personality type people. Everybody's saying, no, you gotta go to her channel and say congrats. Oh my God. I love Wingos. Samantha Rabadal, Robbie. Wait. Jenna Mar. Oh, these are people. Okay, people I would be friends with in real life. That girl. I just started watching That Girl Shay from her video, actually. Sam and Christy. The more that I see them, though, I'm like, I don't know, would I be friends with them? I feel like me and Sam have a very similar personality, so I'm like, would we clash or nah? Because we're both very headstrong. I think Bailey is, like, ever since I saw her, I'm like, I could fuck with that. She's just, I just love her channel. Robbie DeChristy for sure. I feel like I would love... If I were to collaborate with anybody, it'd probably be Robbie DeChristy. I think she'd be so fun. Graveyard Girl might be a little too high-strung for me, maybe. I don't know. It's so interesting, though, because it's like, are these people really like that in real life? I feel like Sam and Christy are, like, dead on. They're exactly the same. You crack me up. We'll be friends. Ready to glare. I don't know who that is. Jeffree Star. I feel like we would be horrible influences for each other. Peter Mon. I even think, like, Jen Loves Reviews. I really like her. Like, the more I've seen her recently, I love her. Nick Snyder. He was on our video earlier. I don't know if he's still here. He's, like, my favorite drama channel. Because he's, like, get to the point. He says how he feels about it. But he's like, keeps it moving. It's not, like, super dragged out. I like that. It's like, give me the tea, and we're done here. I don't know if me and Tati, I think me and Tati would be, like, cool, but I don't know if we'd be, like, best friends. I think me and Jen would be, like, cool, but not, like, best friends. Mel Thompson. I really like her. Oh, everything. I wish I had her eyebrows. Yeah, I really like Nick Snyder. Yes, I watched that, or I listened to it, but I love that. That's like, the level I'm trying to be on for... I freaking love him. I would love to work with Rich Logs. Smoky Glow. She lives like an hour from me. I never knew that until the other day. She was on... What the hell was she on? I was wondering. I really like her. I don't know how, though, she does her makeup and talks at the same time. Like, I tried to do it last night, or the other night on my last live. I'm like, no, I can't. I just can't do it both at the same time, or I take forever. Like, I don't know how Bailey does it with her murder mysteries. I'm like, how do you keep all this shit straight and do your makeup at the same time? Pop, I don't, he's the guy, right? He's actually been like somewhat trending lately, I think. I've seen a lot of his thumbnails, I think. Meet and greet on Saturday, can't make it. Oh no, I'm sorry. Smiling after a Peter Mod video. I just love when he's like, peace. I love that. I'm YouTube famous now. Oh my god, this freaking fly is driving me crazy. Can somebody tell me who Bailey is? Bailey Sarian. She's an Ipsy creator, I think. And she does a murder mystery makeup Monday. Oh my god, did you guys see that fly? This is her actually. Bailey, if you see this ever, suspicious. A mini lipstick has no hair. I can't. What kind of wine are you drinking? This is, if you guys are in the upstate area, Montezuma Winery. It's Montezuma Winery Diamond. They have the best wines. So if you're ever in the upstate New York area, I'm like pitting out right now. Montezuma Winery is amazing in Montezuma. She used to do Urban Decay demos. I know, it's like a massive fly too. The heck? Would I ever collab with anybody who lives international? I don't know. Like in person or just like a video like we each record one and then like shout each other out? I know, I like live for Makeup Monday. Okay, can somebody block that? Because that's like a sexy porn site. You know what? Oh wait. Oh god. Remove. Work with a company on makeup product. Who would you pick? I'm gonna let all of you guys answer who would I pick. It'd actually be two of them. You need about, I know. I'm always like, I'm gonna go live right now. That's just how I work. Let's see. If you like Billy, that. I also love Glam and Gore. I can't wait till she comes back. Do you live in New York? They list. I know, every time I say it, yes, Hourglass. See, she knows. Collab with the girls, beauty news. I don't do like, I don't know, what kind of videos do they do? Yes, we talked about Marlena's video earlier, Hourglass. I love her. I found her like, what was it? In Halloween. And if I did, let's see, if I did a collab, this is like, I highly doubt I will ever do a collaboration with a brand, but it would, Hourglass would be one of the top. They'd be like my first choice. And I feel like I would do like, oh, I'd have to really think about that. Oh, hi everyone. I'd have to really think about, I'd want it to be something like super unique, but then I'm like, I don't know. Really? Really to what? Darla. Upstate New York is everywhere. Oh, that's what I was saying. Like whenever I tell people I'm from New York, they instantly think of New York City. We're all out here. Nick would be my second. Oh, Sharon, I don't know what you're talking about. That's like the biggest thing I hate about lives. I'm like, wait, I don't know what you're talking about. Thumbs up. This is a good video. Yes! Yeah, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to interact with the people that you actually like on your social platforms. Like, subscribe, watch the videos. Oh, one thing I thought was a really good takeaway from Marlena's video is how she addressed that we shouldn't get pissed off at people doing sponsorships. Oh, collab for... No, I wouldn't collab with a drama channel, I don't think. Watch the ads. Yeah, watch the ads. Like, YouTube's a lot of work. This is like nothing, because it's not... Don't take that the wrong way. This is easy. Actually creating a YouTube video, even though it looks super easy, a lot of time and a lot of effort goes into it. So it's like, people really should not be doing sponsorships as long as they're like honest about it. And that's one thing. Another thing we'll talk about with like beauty community stuff. I wish brands would let you just say and do whatever the fuck you wanted as a creator. Like, I hate when brands are like, hey, we want to send you this product, but in our video, you have to show it for at least 2 minutes. You have to say this, you have to say this. It's like, let me just live my best fucking life. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. And don't make me say things that I don't want to say. Let me just do what I want to do. And, you know, if they send you PR, cool. It's, I don't know, I hate that aspect of, like, sponsorships. Marlena's skin has goals. She's so beautiful. Yeah, like, let me live my best life. And, like, you came to me because I'm a professional, or at least, like, you came to me because you like my content. So let me do that. I don't know, like, I've had so many brands, like, they're not, like, well-known brands or anything, but I always get a lot of emails more now, like, ever since, like, my original Jaclyn video. I've been getting a lot more recently, and they're like, hey, we want to send you this product, like, we'd love to feature it in a video, and I'm just like, this is not, one, a product that I would just do, like, a dedicated video on, and it's like, if I like it, then maybe I'll mention it in, like, a favorites video or something, but it's like, don't obligate me to do something when I've never even tried it. We're, like, having... I don't get a ton, but the ones that I've seen so far, it's just like, we want you to show the product for a couple minutes, we want you to say this, like, it's long lasting, it's this, like, they just want you to say, like, certain points. Not all brands are like this, and it's like, they want you to do all this stuff, and then they're like, oh, but we'll send you the free product. It's like, you're kind of asking me to do a lot, and I would never accept something that gave me guidelines to follow. I mean, unless it was something that I would genuinely say, and I don't know, like, to me, it's just, like, like, as a viewer, I feel like you guys can tell when it's not genuine. So it's like, if they just let you do what you wanted and talk the way that you wanted, like, I hate the fact, like, I always have to respond back when I'm like, this is usually, like, my send back email. It's always like, hey, I'd love to try out the product. I mean, because they usually say, like, they saw, like, my YouTube channel, or they say that they saw my Instagram. And I always, like, reiterate back to them, like, just so you know, like, I swear in my videos because I'm not, like, brand friendly. But it's like, I hate the fact that that stuff matters to brands. Because they'll be like, oh, we don't really want you to swear. Like, it's stuff like that that brands will actually say. Hiccups, look at that. People are going to think I'm trash. I feel like you should never take on a brand. No. I agree. I don't think that people should, but I mean, they do it. Creator and the brand. Yeah, it's like, if you want to take the risk of hiring me to do a video of something, just send me the product, and then if I talk about it, cool. If I don't, I don't. Because in reality, it doesn't cost a brand that much to send you PR. Especially when they don't have to have, like, all these lavish packagings. And that's one thing I really hope changes too. It's like, they're more worried about what the PR package looks like so it gets showcased on these channels than they are worrying about being, like, creative with their product or the quality of the product. It's like, I've been so picky about makeup lately because it seems like everything, like, looks the same, or it's just like there's nothing really original about it. And I don't know, it's like, I feel like I wish that brands would almost, like, take a step back and focus on the shit that we care about now, because the community, I feel like, is so different than it was, like, a year ago. It's changed so much. Like, consumerism is a huge thing. I talked about that in my last live. But it's like, people are so much more mindful about what they're spending money on and not just buying products just to buy them, you know? Jaclyn's PR package. I really liked her packaging, but it's like, it's so excessive and it's so wasteful. So it's like, you're going to open it for, like, your Instagram, but then you're going to throw it away. So it's like, no, just send me, like, a little box. I don't have one right here with me, but even, like, Ulta does it. I get, like, one little dinky palette like this, and they send, like, a huge box. It's like, just package it. Did you get the Jawbreaker collection? I got the Jawbreaker palette. I thought it'd be here today, but I don't think it's supposed to get here till Wednesday. But I did buy the Jawbreaker palette. I love his brand, his products. He's controversial as a motherfucker, but he makes some good-ass makeup. Oh, thank you. I'm hot anyways. Look at the mirror. Hope it's so, yeah, it's like, oh, hey, Macy, what's up, girl? Me and Macy actually talked about doing a collab, like a ColourPop collab, because we both really like ColourPop. So let us know if you want to see that. Go follow her. Let her know you came from here. Oh my God. On, like, a TMI note, if you guys didn't know, I have fake boobs. I never got boob sweat until I got my boobs done. It's so weird. Also thinking about excess pay. Yes. I noticed too that it's like not accepting PR is another big one now. I saw Samantha Ravindal was like the starter of that. Makeup and drinking wine. Look at, oh, thanks, girl. And I saw Jessica Braun's doing the same thing. Like she's starting to turn away PR. I wish, this is another thing I wish brands did. Boobs Sweater did for real. I wish that brands would mix up the people that they sent the products to first. Like, it's okay if you have like your PR list, but it's like, you don't need to send it to all these big shot influencers first all the time. It's like, mix it up a little bit, because you know, like as soon as new products come out, those are going to be heavily watched videos. Like the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette, for example. It's like, send it to this person like ahead of time this time, and then your next launch, send it to these people first. So it's like they have the power to showcase more talent and more people. I really hope that, I don't know, I feel like brands hold a lot of the cards in this whole thing, in this whole community. I'm so invested in this Jaclyn launch, for real. I'm way too invested. I'm way too attached. People are telling me to get over it, but I'm like, nope. I'm going to keep on talking about it. I won't talk about it anymore on here. Like, I'm not going to keep making video after video after video. I wanted to make this video so it's very clear I'm not supporting this brand anymore. I will never again. And I'm not telling you guys not to. I'm just saying, me personally, I don't agree with anything that's going on. Oh, okay. Somebody needs to block Black Betty. Oh, I just saw that Nicole Concilio issued an apology to Marlena. That was nice. Hope Peerless contesting. See, I don't know how I feel about that, because then it becomes like, as a smaller creator, it's very deceiving, because I don't feel like to be an influencer, you have to be insanely talented, you know? Like, I don't do crazy elaborate looks very often, right? Like, that Jeffree Star Blue Blood, I very rarely do looks like that, but it's like, I think I have some influence because people value my opinion, and that to me is what an influencer is. So it's like, I don't love those aspects of being an influencer, you know what, or of being like doing the PR list, like the search. I feel like they should be like, for certain aspects, yeah, that's cool, but I don't think that should be the only way that they're looking for new talent. You know what I mean? Because it's like, if that's the case, I'll never be on a PR list. Because there's people that are way more talented than I am when it comes to like makeup looks and stuff. But I know, just me as a creator, like there is no other Britt Clark anywhere. So it's like, I feel like, I don't know, like, I think it's cool that they're doing the PR search. And I think when Norvina did it, I was like, oh yeah, this is fucking awesome. But then it's like, it could be really, what's the right word? Discouraging for people. I think wearable makeup is key. And that's mostly what I do, is wearable makeup. And it's like, I don't know, like, I love those outrageous, like, creative, like, I love those looks, but it's like, that's not really what people look for in a creator, or like an influencer, I don't think. Let's see. Oh, shoot. I just saw, hey, you guys. Hey, you guys. But I need a hug. Oh, everybody give her an air hug. Or hit. Oh, shit. Was it a girl or a boy? Darla. Everybody give Darla a hug. I don't want to talk about James Charles. IG makeup is a very approachable. I think it's fascinating to watch. I wish I could do half the shit that they do. And, like, I try here and there, but I'm just like, in reality, are people going to use that? Are people going to recreate this? Probably not. Not for, like, a regular occasion, you know? Or natural wearable. Oh my god, Sarah Smiles loves makeup. If you guys have never seen her videos, her transformations are amazing. And I really like hers because she does, like, pretty much live videos, but she edits them a little bit. But she, like, she really doesn't edit. But I love that because I love live videos. Her videos are just longer. But her transformations are incredible. I mainly started following her because she has lupus and I have textured skin, so I'm like, I always go to her for her opinions on like what's good for texture. It's like, that's the stuff that I pay attention to now. And when I was younger, I just was like, oh, I love Jaclyn Hill because she like loves this palette. You know, it was like, I didn't pay attention to that stuff, and I'm not trying to shade her right there. I'm just, It was just right in front of me. Don't get it twisted. But now I really pay attention. Like, I follow certain people for certain things. Like, Babs Beauty, Makeup by Cheryl. If I want to watch a makeup haul, those are the two that I go to. I'm like, I want to watch a makeup haul. They got a makeup haul on their channel. Just, it's like, there's certain people I like for that. So it's, if I want to, oh, another person I'd love to be friends with, Young, Wild, and Polished. I fucking love her. Let's see. Jessica Braun, she does a lot of, like, variety, but she's like an OG. She does all those OGs. Mel Thompson and Jenna Fresno, I think. They're like if I'm looking at high-end products. So it's like I have certain people for certain things. And that's... Did I do a video on that? Like, I don't remember if I did. Do you ever do? I have. I've done one. That was actually my most viewed video on my channel for the longest time until this whole shit show. Remember the OG makeup guru was like... I don't think I ever saw that person. Oh, darn. Do you guys like these live videos? I'm really enjoying them. But I feel like they won't get this many, like this much interaction though, if I wasn't talking about Jaclyn Cosmetics. That's another thing. Some people don't really realize it. Like if you're just a viewer and you're not a creator, you might not realize this. I get so many requests for tutorials. No one ever watches tutorials. Swear to God, like everybody's like, oh, I better get Jawbreaker tutorials. I'm like, but are you gonna watch though? It's like, tutorials just don't get the views anymore, and that's why people don't do them. Do you watch Kimberly Clark? No, I have before. Britch, I would still be here if I was regular. Yes, girl. So that's like the key. Just have a glass of wine waiting for. What kind of lives do you guys like to see though? Like, do you guys like to see makeup being done, or? I definitely have to figure out how to slow down the comments if I do that. Live chats, they are. I love live videos. Just because it's like we're girlfriends, chilling, having some wine. Like, I love live videos. They're so much fun. And then it's like, they take so long, but they're so much fun. Q&A. That would probably be a good, live video. Maybe I'll do that live next time. Talk about more than just Jaclyn. Oh, house update will be coming soon. We finally just got our fucking microwave. Just chats, makeup opinions. Would like... I feel like drama topics would be the only thing to like draw people into something like these and then just kind of get off from there. I like Get Ready With Me. I watch it work. See, I love like Get Ready With Me, but I have such a hard time like focusing on what I'm actually doing and talking. Like they take forever. Thank you. Just tell me how to prep. Oh my God. I can't wait to show you guys my complexion routine. It's so different now. It's so different. If you've been watching me for a while, I'm doing a human video. Oh, I saw on Instagram. Right? Didn't you post it on there that you're doing a makeover in there? Or you were talking about it or something. You were sounding fun. I really about watching. I know. Sarah, we like bonded. We need to do a collab. We should do like a, I wonder if we could do like a live collab together. Would you guys be into that? Just because like that would fit Sarah Smiles Loves Makeup. Do vlogs. See, I was doing vlogs like I did Disney vlogs. Nobody really watched them. So it's like when you guys don't watch them, that makes me, it like tells me you're not interested in that comment. You know what I mean? Or did I say comment? Content. No, but if you guys want like a live Get Ready With Me, Sarah Smiles Loves Makeup would be a perfect person to do that with. And those are like the types of collabs that I would like to do. Because I want it to be like something that would be like in the realm of both of us, you know? Review, Believe Beauty. Dollar General. I know comments are going so fast. Believe Beauty by Dollar General? Do I have a dollar? I do have a Dollar General. I'll have to go there and look it up. I just bought nail polish at the dollar store yesterday. Worst nail polish ever. What is your favorite nail polish? We're like totally on different topics right now, but that's okay. That's what these are here for. Everything is under $5. I am totally here for that. Can you recommend makeup brushes? I'm actually going to be doing a brush declutter here soon. I've been saying that for like 2 months now, but it's definitely gonna happen. Oh, Jessica, what about Jessica Braun? I love her. Her and Tyler, I love them. I love, like, okay, they're like the ones that I watch when I want to watch Disney vlogs. OPI, I love their nail polish. Use code James. I fucking can't. Simple Colors, Wayne Goss has good brushes. I have one of his. I need to try the powder nails, right? I love Eco. I don't think I've tried those before. Paris Hilton needs a beauty influencer. You might want to reach out to him. Why don't you guys send him my info? I never want to come off like I'm like begging. You know what I feel like, okay, back to the PR search, like that's what I don't like about it. It's like we're begging to be on your PR. You know what I mean? That's how, I don't know, that's how I feel about it. Like if you guys ever, you guys have like the power to put influencers in places, or at least like help. Like if you're like, we would love to see Brittany collaborate with Hourglass, totally wishful thinking, probably never happen. But it's like, if the desire is there and a brand sees that, you know what I mean? They'd be more likely to do it. But it's like, if I just kept emailing Hourglass and was like, hey, can I collaborate with you? They're gonna be like, you're a fucking psycho. So it's like, I don't know, I don't feel comfortable, especially, it's very discouraging too. Like, I've reached out to like Makeup Geek before, and it's just that it was like an odd generated response, and they're like, oh, like our PR list is already full and all that's, like it's just like, especially when you're first starting, it's discouraging, but then you're like, okay, well, I'm just starting, so it's like, who the fuck do you think you are? But it's, I don't know, I'd be less likely to reach out to brands to do something like that, you know? I see 92 thumbs up, holla. Yeah, like that's the stuff that matters. Oh my god, that thing is still on here. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I'm gonna finish this glass, and that's when this one thing will be over. Hello, everyone. Hi, Becca. It's freaking flies. That was like a mosquito, I think, though. We got anything else for tonight? If we don't, I'm gonna crush this. See if you. I can't. I don't. Well, I shouldn't say I can't. I didn't try. Say before I head off that you're freaking awesome and I appreciate you so much. Oh, thank you, Steph. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate that you guys even give a fuck to even talk to me for this long a period of time. I've reported 7. It's okay. See, you guys are on it. I don't need a moderator. You guys got it for me. Look at my freaking nails. I got like nail polish on. Can you shout out Maine? Is that shout out? Shout out to Maine, holla. Longest time I've ever stayed out of line. Yes, love this video. Oh, yay. Awesome hosting channel, thank you. Porn gone, yes, Kimberly. Would you guys ever walk in a house with a dog that barks like that? Maybe late, but what did you think about Marlena's video? I loved it. I loved every single part of it, and then she did a massive mic drop. Gucci Mane. What? Oh no. Love your honesty. Oh, thank you. Yeah, showed out to love for me. Yes. He's so skittish. Marlena sounded so stressed. I think she was very vulnerable and emotional. Like, could you imagine being a part of something for 11 years and then walking away because of something that's completely different than it would be for me too? It's emotional for me even watching her like walk away from YouTube. I followed her at least 5 years. Thanks to Jaclyn Hill. Yes! I know, he's a big baby. I have no idea, she went through so much. I know. That's why I love her though. She's so candid, and you know, I think the only time I ever didn't agree with her is like my truth video. We talked about this earlier, so if you've already heard this, you don't care. I didn't love that video, but I feel like today's video should have been that video because I still feel like it made a difference. Like the My Truth video, it really woke people up, I think. At least when it came to sponsorships. I really hope she will reconsider. I think she's still gonna be like around, but not like she is now. Did you watch? I don't feel bad only because like she even said it was completely her fault. Like she should have made smarter business decisions. So I mean, I feel bad because that sucks, but at the same time it's like that was totally her fault. And I'm glad that, I don't know, I was shocked that she actually admitted like that she was and she pulled out of the collaboration. Which I was surprised to hear. I thought for sure that it was the other way around. I don't know. I respect her like crazy. I always have, always will. I'm very sad to see her leaving. Even though it's, I don't know, she says she might still do like the Beauty and the Boss, and then she's gonna have something coming out on Netflix. I just feel like she gave us such like an insight from a different perspective, and now that's like gone. Yeah. I know, they are cute. Because realistically, she's the only brand owner that's been so open about how it really works. Like Jen Gerard, she's another one. I don't think she's as vocal as Marlena is, but I think that's only because, Jen's on YouTube, but I don't think she does act like a ton of videos. Hi, Lova.
So this is seriously happening right now.
He's over it too.
This kid is throwing a banger.
You know, Evan, who's our 15-year-old, my stepson, Shannon's son, is having like a freaking banger at our house right now. I told you.
Banger. Like, there's a lot.
Yeah. Aren't you glad you said yes?
This fucking kid.
Oh, they said hi, Shannon. Come say hi to everybody. All right. He's going to come in for a couple minutes. If you guys have any questions, now's your time. Now's your time. Come on. No. Come say hi at least. Come on.
Say hi.
Oh, you're way down. You got to come way down. Can you see it above here? There he is.
Big ass chin. What did I say? Do it. LOL. Do it. Pretty much. Got a 15-year-old beaten out.
Oh, you better go parent.
Oh, boy.
Well, I had my nephew and another kid. They're like, so you're having a banger at your house? I'm like, I'm going to bed because I got to work in the morning. So Shannon gets parent for the rest of the night. Oh, thank you.
It's just weird now they're all driving.
Yeah. Do you have any kids? Do you want any? He has 2, so we have 2. And then we don't plan on having any.
Happens, it happens.
Yeah. I think we would have totally gotten pregnant by now if we were. If you guys want a Q&A, let us know. That would be a good live one. Would you do that with me?
I couldn't stop cheesing. I can't sit in front of a camera.
He's like so uncomfortable being in front of a camera. Because people ask for it all the time. It's because you're not used to it. I used to be the same way. Yeah, when we were doing our Disney vlogs, he was just like, this is so stupid. Britt, do you have any kids? I don't. He does. So I inherited children. Do you want any kids? No. We have 2. That's enough. What do you do besides YouTube? We'll save that for a Q&A. She said give you 2 beers. He'd be trash. He's a 2-beer queer.
All night long.
I'm just kidding. Will you tell us? We'll say it if you guys want a Q&A. Would you guys?
Peace out, britches.
Yes, britches. Oh, okay. How many of you guys on here now give me like one of these, like a or like an emoji or something, something. All you upstate New Yorkers. Thank you, Kimberly. Oh my God, we've been on here for 100 minutes. Holy shit. I feel bad for the people watching this back. Oh, thanks, Michelle. If you're local to the Auburn area, I may or may not be opening a place. Yes, I'm drinking wine. I'm from Brooklyn, but live in Phoenix. Oh my god! Hold on. I'm gonna try to block this bitch. Report. Unwanted. Oh wait, pornography. Boom. Oh man, this takes too long. Maybe for 5 years, people give us side eye when we... I hate that. Like, I hate when people ask, like, when you're having kids. It's just like, mind your business. I know, he's so awkward. Kids are overrated. I'm trying to live my best fucking life. Kids will not let me do that. We'll talk about kids in a different one. Would you guys want to see a live Q&A, or would you rather see like a recorded one? And you guys like send me stuff on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, follow me there. Twitter, I'm very, like, after this whole ordeal is hopefully recalled, I won't be really on there anymore. I've been way more active on there recently. But Twitter is toxic. I feel like that is like the worst. Like, I thought Facebook was like the most toxic. Love your live videos. I think lives are so fun. You should use your community tab. I used it for like the first or second time yesterday. I used it to ask about, because I was gonna go live last night, and then I decided not to because I wanted to watch Marlena's video first before. That way, if that had anything new in there, I wanted to include that today, but it really didn't have anything else other than the fact that she pulled out of the collab and Jaclyn did it. I'm learning Twitter. It's hard to keep up with. It's very hard to keep up with. Yeah, if you guys have questions for either me or me and Shannon on there, you could leave it on my community tab. If that's how that works. I don't even know. Yes. I'm from Oregon. Yes. I'm in upstate New York. I don't know if you missed that or not. Oh, Sarah smiles. Sarah smiles, loves makeup. I've got one more sip. What's your IG? I'm a new follower. It is @_Britt Clark. Exactly how it's spelled on my page here. Okay, I'll create a post and you guys can comment. So I'll leave one on Instagram and on my community tab. Oh my god, like pitting out so bad. My armpits are hairy. I'm a hot ass mess. I'm almost as much of a hot mess as the Jaclyn Cosmetics lunch. Okay, this has been fun. These freaking porn sites, I can't. Alright, so that's it for today's video. Thank you guys all for listening to me again about this topic. I don't plan on stopping talking about it on my other platforms. Nicole Concilio, maybe I missed it. What about? I did see that Marlena posted on Twitter that Nicole apologized, but I mean, I've been back and forth with Nicole Concilio, but I don't follow. Let's see, were you born in 1990? Yes, I was. I love your beast hat. Thank you. Oh, she turned up. I'll comment on that because I was just like, okay, why? What was the reasoning for posting that? You know what I mean? Because everybody's assuming it's Juvia's place, and it's. She's been very controversial, especially with like the whole Jaclyn Cosmetics whole ordeal. I don't know. I just was like, what are you trying to prove by posting that? Britt Peter North here, old porn star, huge fan. Goodbye. I need to really have a moderator on these things. Alright, that's it. Wine's gone. Is there like, okay, last question. Is there like a day of the week that is best for you guys for live videos? And do you have your notifications turned on? Why is this lady orange? I'm not orange. I'm red because I'm hot as balls because my lights are so hot. Full set of acrylic. Yes! We're bonding. Yes, I'd love that. Saturday night. Give me like a couple days of the week. Because my days off every week are different. Like, I work 4 on, 4 off. So it's like I'll work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then next week I'll work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So it's like my days off shift 1 day a week. So there's like some, it's basically like every other month I won't have any weekends off, and then the opposite month I'll have every month or every weekend off, you know? Jaclyn Hill was a good woman, but she was a liar. That's a Rich Lux reference right there. What's going on? It's Rich Lux in today's video, girl. You won't believe the drama. Love it. Anyway, you post over here to watch. Yes! Okay, so I'll try Saturday, but it's not, like, it'll be, because I'd like to do, like, one live a week type deal. This was a good time of day to start, though. I started at 9, my time. Oh, I just got a message on Instagram. Anytime, it just depends for my kid. I feel like 8:30 is usually like my best times, even on Facebook. Post polls on your community page. Okay. Oh, Sarah, you took away your message. 6 my time. Oh my God, it's almost 11 o'clock right now. Holy shit. We've been on here almost 2 hours. Holy Toledo. Any day, you're super entertaining. Thank you. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, like every week, or maybe every other week, we'll see how it goes. Keep an eye on my community tab. I'll post like what do you guys want a live video on this week? But I need like feedback. Feedback is huge. I'll even post like on Instagram. Instagram is where I'm most active, but it's like you guys kind of gotta work with me. Yeah, help me. If I'm not getting a lot of feedback, I'll be like, okay, I'm not going live. You know? Feedback is important. Like I'm not gonna really be, I was gonna say I don't, but I'm not really going to be asking a lot of feedback probably on Instagram for a while, because it doesn't seem like many people respond. Unless it's like stuff that's not relating to makeup. It's so weird. Like my account is mainly like makeup shit, but every time I post about makeup, I don't get responses. But if I post about other shit, I do. It's so weird. Just like ran out of breath a little bit there. Okay, that's it. I'm hot as hell. I need to go take my cami off because, you know, hashtag boob sweat. But that's it for tonight's video. I hope it wasn't too repetitive from the other day's live. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I just wanted to get my point across that I will no longer be supporting this brand. And it won't change from this. This is it's gone way too far. My ideas, my thoughts, anything, I will never support this brand again, so please do not request anything to do with this brand, because I don't want to bring, I don't want to keep bringing this up on YouTube, but like Twitter and Instagram I probably will. Let's see, oh, what's more hurt you there? What are you doing with the lippies? I'm hanging on to them until probably some time passes. I was going to send them to a lab with other ones, but some people are saying there may be like a class action lawsuit or something like that. Like, I'm not trying to sue her or anything like that, but if they're like, hey, we need stuff and it'll help us, I will send my stuff to them. But it's like, other than that, like, I'm not looking to gain anything out of it by doing that. It's like, I'm trying to help them settle a fucking shit show, because it's not okay. This whole situation's not okay. It's being terribly, terribly handled, completely minimized, and it's just disgusting. So that's how I feel about it. No problem, Karen. All right, that's it for tonight's video. I gotta figure out how to shut this damn thing off, but I love my britches. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure you guys subscribe, like, comment, share it. All that stuff is important for your YouTube people that you like. Even like share it on like your other socials. Do that with other people too. That stuff's important. It gets more people involved. Bye, britches. Hashtag britches. Yes. But okay, let me try to figure this out. Oh shit. Oh, X. Bye.